Hello, hello, Core 955.
And Hypergamer.
Back again with more Code Veronica Part 22. So, last part we had a bloody fucking miracle. I found the door.
Hooray! Well, is there dogs in this area? I can never remember.
It's a horde of zombies. The dogs are
It's a
in the
horde of
generator room.
Ah, right.
I love
Which
how
is...
quick he just... boop.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling when they actually go down well.
Plus it's just fun, he's like, thunk, down he goes. But yeah, I really hate the giant ants in this area though. Or spiders, whatever they are. I think they're spiders.
They're spiders, but they're a different kind to what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, they're weird looking.
Oh, they're not weird looking, they're black widowy. So the ones that we normally see are more tarantula looking, whereas these ones are actually black widowy looking.
Really? I thought they were ants because of their color. They don't look like a black widow, which is a black spot. They're like tan. Oh, hello, zombie.
Can I come too?
You can play with the spiders if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're spiders or not.
Well,
I think they might be, because you get the big spider in this area frozen in the ice, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I just run past him. I basically just grab Alexander's shit and be like, "Peace out, bitch."
Yeah, I just find that amusing, that it's just, you can avoid him so well.
Yeah, I thought.
I am...
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm just surprised that, how quickly they managed to, and who actually moves Alexander's body from the heliport into the crane and then lowers it into the lake.
Well, probably the only person left alive at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, unless she can control the zombies.
She can't control the zombies, she can certainly control the tentacles, I guess you'd call it.
She can control the bugs as well, but...
That too, yes.
So I don't think the bugs are gonna help. Oh yes, I noped the fuck out of there because I heard the little... I'm like, I'm not dealing with those bugs right now.
Mining room, right.
Yeah. In this room is that assault rifle.
Oh, that you can get as Chris.
You can get it... No, you can get it as Claire.
Oh, okay.
With Chris, you can open a box, and you can get the Magnum.
Ah, nice.
Actually, you might be able... No, you wouldn't be able to get it as Claire, because she doesn't come back to this area. Get off my leg.
Get off my leg, you bastard.
Yep.
He's starting to run down on the handgun ammo.
That's why I'm carrying the dual pistols, so if I need them, I could just start laying into something. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, when we talk about running away from the bosses, Resident Evil 3 pretty much started the trend of being able to run away from them. Because you
Yes,
don't have
it
to
did.
fight the giant worm asshole. You can just activate the ladders and escape. At least the first time.
The first time, yes. The second time forces you to fight him. The only three force fights in that game that you have are the worm, four. Nemesis at the clock tower, the worm, Nemesis in the chemical plant, and then final form Nemesis where you railgun his ass.
That's just so satisfying. As pain of ass as it is a satisfying weapon. And there's that assault rifle.
Fuck yeah. It's just straight up a Kalashnikov. Fair enough.
You ever wonder though how the fuck you struggled with one Mr. X? An Army Spec Ops group managed to kill 5 of them. Sure, they all died in the process, but they killed 5 Mr. X's.
I think it's more amazing that they managed to kill them without having them rapidly mutate.
That's why the railgun was there.
Yeah.
But it's just like, how did you get them to stand in front of the railgun?
Well, they weren't destroyed by the railgun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
just
the
like,
thing. You see them dead, but they're not actually. They weren't killed by the railgun.
yeah. But yeah, in canon, like, there's the 6 Mr. X's dropped. One of them in the police station, the other 5 were dropped on the dead factory to keep the Spec Ops group from, snooping around. It's like, I still find it crazy it took 5 of them to do so.
To be fair, they are a Spec Ops group, so they probably had some pretty heavy firepower.
Yeah, they probably had rocket
Compared
launchers.
to a handgun and...
But yeah, you could get an item off this zombie here, stick it on that cabinet, and then if you got the lighter, as Chris, you can burn it open, you'll get 3 packs of handgun bullets.
Ah, nice.
Which, I couldn't even get to that side of the room because I didn't have the fire extinguisher from the very beginning of the game. So I couldn't get the Magnum, nor the extra, 45 bullets. It's a miracle I made it through this game.
It's not that bad.
Well, it also helps by the fact I did my Resident Evil 2 tactic, aka hoard all the shotgun ammo until the Antarctic portion, then blast all the hunters out of my way. Oh yeah, hunters. The sweepers can be really pains in the ass though.
Yes.
Like, I blasted one and he didn't stun lock. It's a pain. Oh yeah, this is the dogs. I noped the fuck out.
Box.
Let's see.
Ah, so you're in the mining room.
Yeah.
You do need to go in there, though, from memory.
Yeah, I think I have trouble, and I do look it up. At one point, it's like, because I apparently I flipped the first part of the generator on, but I couldn't see the second part of the generator switch in there.
I just like how there's just casually poison gas in this room.
Yeah, it's like, it's just more like, how do people feel comfortable working here knowing that there's just, at any point, a pipe could bust and the whole facility's flooded with poison gas?
To be fair, it's just this room.
Yeah, but that room is still... It blocks off.
I think I'd be more...
I was gonna say, without that access to that room, you can't get to the power room.
That is true, but at the same point, they're working in a place where, like, there is extremely contagious virus that they're testing, that if they get, like, hit with it, they'll die immediately.
But yeah, it's one person just drops a vial. Well, shit.
I mean, fortunately, from memory, and I'd need to double check this, but unlike the movies, the T-virus is not airborne.
I think there was one strain of it, but most strains were not capable of being airborne.
Which is good, because shit.
Yeah, airborne. Imagine if, you know how the US, like the military has we basically have riot control grenades and such. Imagine if you had like a mortar round just filled with T-virus, launch into an enemy base.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, so I've just pulled it up now. There are 3 known methods of infection. Direct injection, obviously. Water, so it can be spread via water. And direct fluid transmission.
Alright. But yeah, that's how most of the people were infected in the mansion incident, was waterborne.
It was also how Raccoon City got screwed over.
Yeah. Though, it was starting to get fucked even without them on the outskirts due to the things left over from the mansion incident slowly creeping in.
Yeah, the Arkley Mansion stuff.
Yeah, because not everything got blown up. There was a lot of dogs in those woods.
Yep. And they weren't near the bloody mansion when the mansion blew up either. Not all of them, anyway.
Yeah, it's like there was what? Maybe 10 dogs? A lot more dogs than that had just escaped from their containment before that.
There's also, you know, the fact that there were people that were eaten in the Arkley Mansion. Or in the Arkley Mountain, sorry.
Yep.
Which, as you might know, means that they're gonna turn.
Plus, if you remember Outbreak, there's a whole nother hospital filled with T-virus monsters just in the outskirts of the mountains.
Correct. There are. And some of those monsters were there prior to the mansion outbreak as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just hadn't spread that far because there wasn't that many. It was pretty isolated, though.
Well, it was contained. There were just a very few people.
Yeah. The only other real place was of concern would be, what's it called? Stoneville, which is actually where Robert Kindo's brother is. It's actually in the same mountain range.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Though, in canon, it's never specifically stated what happened with it. There are some debates of it being blown up as well. There's some debates that it's infected. No one knows.
I mean, if the military was smart, they wouldn't have just bombed Raccoon City. They would have just obliterated the entire mountain range.
Pretty much. But remember, Outbreak at the ending shows that there's a little facility they set up, so there's at least enough of it left.
Yeah.
I miss the Outbreak games.
So do I.
Honestly,
Playing them online is fun.
yeah. Honestly, at this point, I might want a remake of Outbreak before I get a remake of 2.
No, that's blasphemy.
Well, no, I like the multiplayer survival horror aspect a lot.
Yeah, but you can...
Plus, I
know
have
that
a
it's a bit...
feeling they're going to fuck too.
Of course they are. Look, the thing with Outbreak is that it does require a decent computer, which unfortunately is not something that will run on your machine, but you can actually play Outbreak online still. There is a custom server for it.
I know, I have played it. I have actually played it before. Also, you realize I can also just install a mod chip in my PlayStation.
Well, there's also that as an option, yes, and then patch the ROM.
Yeah.
Or patch the disc.
Or just get a Japanese copy of the disc.
Yeah, you still need to patch it from memory.
I don't remember, but it is still certainly plausible to play with the original hardware. Just have to have
Oh, for sure. It absolutely is. So, have you gone back to push the button in the...
I don't know if I do so this part.
Okay.
We'll find out. I think I might go mess with the bugs.
Find out on this episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I think I'm gonna go play with the moss. There's a lot of these little shits.
Yeah, there you go.
And they just latch onto me every single time.
I think you might actually be going to save, looking at the time.
Yeah, probably going to save. Yeah, got about 30 seconds left.
Oh!
I was
hey.
like, well, it was a
Alright.
switch, it just wasn't the right switch. I was like, oh hey, this has power, maybe this'll do it. Nope.
Denied. Apparently not the right kind of power.
Alright, so I think we should wrap this part up. This has been Core 955.
And Hypergamer.
Playing Co Veronica. Thank you.
Bye-bye.